got some penetrating oil kind of going in those screws. I got that. I'm guessing that's like a starter relay over there. We got one screw left on that. I just broke it loose, and there's a little bracket there. I just broke that loose. And there's two screws here on the gas pedal. So I've got those loose. There's a bolt on the other side of that little bracket there that I still have to get. I need to get the door hinges out. There's 6 bolts left around where the glove box used to be. I may have to grind those out. I got all the gauges out today, so they're hanging at the moment. I'm probably pull the harness now that I've got. There's like a box that was on the firewall. I just labeled all that. Obviously the wiring harness is shot, but still need to know where everything kind of goes. Some close-ups. Like, I'm gonna need to get some cow patch panels. They're not too expensive, and some rocker panels. This is actually the better one. The floor pan that was underneath the seat was really shot. This cross member here is pretty eaten away, so I'm gonna have to replace that and then patch this rail here, probably on both sides. The inner cowl, like the kick panel, it's eaten up. That one's the worst one. This side's got a little bit, so I'm gonna have to probably cut that out and then fix it and then spot weld it back. I'm gonna, now that I've got pretty much access to the whole inside of there, I can blast all that without damaging anything. There's like some tar that's on the inside of the car or inside of the cowl panel. So I'm gonna have to strip that out. This up here, that headliner panel, I'm gonna have to cut that out, because you can see there's some rust inside there. Let me try to focus on that. So I drill out all these spot welds across the top of the window frame, and then it's just some weld spot I'll have to cut out there on both sides, and hopefully that'll slide right up out of the top. I need to get in behind these 3 like ribs, so that's some more spot welds I'm gonna have to drill out. That way I can clean. I can probably fit each of those ribs inside my blast cabinet and clean the back side of those up real nice, and then just spot weld them back in place once I cut those out. Don't want to cut them out just yet. Just like this, I don't want to cut out just yet. I don't want to get it out a square. I think that's kind of holding everything in place. So I might just do one at a time. Once I get it fixed, weld it back in place, and that way it kind of holds everything in place. If I take all those like that headliner 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I cut all those out now and try to fix them and then put them all back in place, it'd probably warp the body a little bit, pull it out. Same thing with these cowls. What I'm probably gonna do is leave the inner one in place, kind of hope that it will hold it in square while I cut the outer skin, and then patch both these outer skins, clean up the best I can underneath it before I weld a new skin in, and once it's in place, cut out the inner one and then fix those and then weld in the new inner ones. That way everything is staying where it's supposed to, and hopefully not getting warped. Last thing I want to do is try to put a door on this after, like, if I had cut all that out, fixed it all at once, and then weld them all back in at the same time, and then later try to put a door on it, it may not match up. So I gotta do this one at a time, unfortunately. The other problem, I guess, I really don't want to tear the whole thing apart. I'm hoping that I can get inside the A-pillars and down where you see